It's Mother's Day. Don't take your mother out to eat. Fix her something yourself. And if you don't have any ideas, stick around and see what this old man cooks. Welcome to Kitchen Kingdom, where this old man throws down to chow down. It's Mother's Day. I love you, Ma. Happy Mother's Day. Even though we're far apart, you are close right here in my heart. Now, for those of you who have the greatest mother in the world, I feel sorry for you because I have the greatest mother in the galaxy. Anyway, in this episode, what I'm going to prepare is beef Wellington. Now, I'm not going to do the whole loin of beef Wellington because you have to go through a lot of rigmarole to get it right. And it's not good for leftovers. So unless you're serving a lot of people, don't do that. Do what? Do this instead. Individual beef Wellingtons. And of course, it's going to have that signature twist that I always put on it. So let's get ready to rattle some pots and pans. What you are going to need for this preparation is some applewood chunks. You could use any wood chunks you'd like, but this is your mother you're cooking for, so you just want to give her a mild smoked flavor. And yes, that's one of the twists. You need some mushroom, shallot, thyme, and rosemary, salt and pepper, horseradish sauce, an egg, butter. Here I have turkey pastrami. You could use turkey ham, you could use prosciutto. We have puff pastry. You want to keep this in the refrigerator about an hour before you're going to use it. And of course, the star of the show, our filet mignon or beef tenderloin. These are 2 5-ounce pieces. If you're nice to your butcher, he'll let you get them in as many ounces as you'd like. But usually when you go to get a tenderloin, it's a whole tenderloin, and it's very expensive because it's like the best cut of beef you can get. It's right under the back of the cow, and there's not a lot of muscle or fat in there, so it's nice, tender, and lean. Now the first thing we want to do is treat our beef tenderloins to some salt and pepper. So just get that mixed up there. And this is the only salt that we're going to add into this because that turkey pastrami has salt in it. And if you're using turkey ham or something like that, or prosciutto, it's going to have salt too. So just give this a roll around. Don't worry about it getting too evenly coated because you're also going to put something else around this to give it even more flavor. And you want to make sure that your pan is up to temperature. You have some oil in there, and we're just going to go ahead and sear our steaks. You're not going to cook it, you're just going to get a sear on it. The trick I use is get it up against the side of the pan. Just tilt the pan a bit. Turn it around and do the same thing. That's about all we're going to do. Take these off and let them rest for a bit. Now for an optional step. You're going to find out what those applewood chunks are for. You're going to take the soaked applewood chunks, you're going to drain them of course, and then just place them in a pan on your heat lined with foil. On medium heat, I'm going to take a rack and we're going to set our fillets on here. We're just going to get a nice light smoke on this. While the fillets are smoking, we are going to add our mushrooms to our chopping device. Give a little pulse. Now we're going to add our shallot. And process. In a dry pan, we're going to take our mushroom mixture and just cook it until all the water has been released from the mushroom and the shallot. Now we're going to take our turkey pastrami, or if you're using turkey ham or prosciutto or regular ham, just lay it out like that. Take your filet, set it a little off, and then just pull these over. Then you set it in the refrigerator. Okay, what we're going to do is lay out a little bit of flour. We're not going to roll anything. This is just going to prevent our puff pastry from sticking. You want to let your puff pastry sit in the refrigerator at least an hour before you work with it. We're going to take our butter, and get the inside nice and coated. Next, we're going to take our mushroom mixture. Followed by our tenderloins. Now what I'm going to do is just roll and wrap. Actually, I should have this way so you can see. Roll and wrap. I'm going to pinch them off at the sides. Let's go ahead and cut. We're going to fold these under, set it aside. Now we're going to take our baking pan. Just going to go ahead and give it a little coat of the wax paper with the butter. And we're going to set that there like that. We're just going to go ahead and give it a little score. And then a wash with the egg. We're going to bake this at about 350 for 30 minutes. And it just depends on how rare you want to make the meat. This is for your mother. She probably doesn't like rare meat. So you might want to consider cooking it just a little bit longer for her. Now, using the pan and the oil that we seared the beef in, we're going to go ahead and take some asparagus spears. Now, this oil is seasoned by the meat that we seared in it. And we're going to add some garlic. We're going to lay our asparagus spears in the turkey pastrami. We're going to take some blue cheese crumbles. Just treat them like that. We're going to roll these babies up. We want some of the spears sticking out. And we're going to broil these about 10 minutes. Okay, our mothers have waited long enough. We're going to go ahead and plate up our asparagus. Just going to put that right there for now. And of course, the star of the show, our Individual Beef Wellington. Now, of course, you know I'm going to cut that open for you so you can see the deliciousness that's inside. Oh yeah. And I'd say, let's chow down.